Hey, what's going on, guys? There, I'm for 2D. Welcome back to, well, actually not welcome back. Well, actually more like welcome to a really, well, I'll try to do my best to make this as quick of a card review as possible. But they revealed the last cards, so all the cards have been revealed for this expansion. So, I'm gonna try to do a quick review of the new cards. Also, apparently they talked about like this during the live stream. There's gonna be a new feature where it's gonna be borrowed decks. So basically, you can share your deck with a friend, and they can play it against you. So even though you may not have you may not have all the cards, if you share if someone shares a deck with you and they're your friend, they can play it against you and mess around with it. So that's pretty awesome. Um, I think it's really, especially really cool for newer players because they definitely don't have as many cards, and so the people that have a lot of cards, my main account, it'd be awesome if I could share my decks with people. So that's amazing. That's awesome. Took them long enough, but that's awesome. Anyways, let's get on to the last cards that have been revealed. Carry on Drake, 5 mana D7 battle card. If a minion died this turn, gain poisonous dragon. I have no clue what to. Okay, first I'm gonna say this much. I did see all the cards already. Some of them are pretty a lot of them are pretty disappointing and kind of weird, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm just gonna give my thoughts on it for right now. Don't take my opinion for granted. I could very well be 100% wrong about all these cards, but I don't know. I'm just doing it based on what I believe is correct. Anyways, so let's say, for example, the best case scenario, yes, it does gain poisonous, and it's a 3/7. Pretty good, I guess, because, you know, 7 health, you want high health stuff that has poisonous. But, first off, why does a hunter want a dragon? Second off, why do you care about poisonous? You much rather... The better case is that you gain attack and you hit him in the face. So this isn't as good. You don't want to be a controlled dragon hunter. That sounds ridiculous. So it's really bad. In Arena, this could be pretty good though, but in Constructed, it's really bad. Oh yeah, by the way, a lot of these cards are pretty much going to be Arena cards. So if I really don't think they're going to have as much... I'll get out of the way for Constructed first and see what good value you can have for Arena. Oh my god, I'm ready. Oh. Get some water. Okay. Vile Brute Skitter. 5 mana 1/3 poisonous rush, and it's a beast. So it's like an assassinate for hunter. An assassinate is a rogue card. There you go. It's a rogue card, destroying enemy minions. That's pretty much what this card is. Really bad and constructed. You'd much rather go face as a hunter. So this is really bad. Don't know what deck this could fit in. But in Arena, not bad. You know, an assassinate's pretty good for hunter, considering that the other form of like removal is like deadly shot for hunter, which is 3 mana, destroy a random enemy minion. So this one you can target, but I mean it's not bad, but it's pretty bad. Curio Mage, Curio Collector, 5 mana 4/4. Whenever you draw a card, gain +1/+1. So this is like the opposite of Daring Reporter, which is gonna switch out once the new expansion hits. Because this is whenever your opponent draws a card, gain +1/+1. This is when you draw a card. So, oh god, they have an interesting concept for, I guess, Mage trying to draw a ton of cards with minions and stuff, but it's so weird and bad. I don't think it's that good. And Construct anyways. But in Arena, you're probably going to be drawing, you know, if this survives, it's going to be a 5 mana 5/5 on the next turn, so it's not bad. But it's a 4/4 when you first play it, so it'll probably be easy to kill, but it's not bad. Mage has a decent amount of card draw. And you can get decent amount of card draw just in other cards in general, so it's pretty good as an arena card. Cinderstorm, 3 mana, deal 5 damage, randomly split among all enemies. So it's arcane missiles, pretty much, but instead 3 mana and does 2 more damage. I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna, if it's like arcane missiles pretty much, but a little bit more expensive, I think it's okay. I don't think that it's possible this could see playing constructed. But then again, arcane missiles isn't even seeing play, so I highly doubt it. But in Arena, this is a decent card. Uh, Volcanic Potion is being rotated out, which is 3 mana, deal 2 damage to all minions. So this could sort of like a better replacement, but it's a lot more random, so it's not as good. But it's not bad. Snap Freeze, 2 mana, freeze a minion. If it's already frozen, destroy it. This is combining 2 cards, which is Freezing Potion and Shatter. Ah! Lol. So these 2 cards are gonna both be rotated out as well. So this is basically combining those 2 into 1 card. Really bad. This was not really played. This is actually seeing some play now because there's now a 1-turn kill deck that was made using this card. But otherwise, really bad. I don't know. You don't have too many freeze effects. And even then, you would rather pick like a Frostbolt over this card. So, but this is really bad, so it won't be in the same power level as Frostbolt when you draft this card in Arena. So, I don't know. It's pretty bad. I'll say it's really bad. Paladin! Actually, this legendary, the Paladin legendary, and the Shaman legendary were already leaked somehow. I saw them already. I don't know how they were leaked, but they were leaked. But anyways, that's beside the case. Prince Liam, 5 mana, 5/5, Battlecry, transform all 1-cost cards in your deck into legendary minions. So this is fairly interesting. Mainly because I don't know what. Okay, first off, again, I don't know what deck this could possibly be played in for constructed, anyways. I don't know why you would want to run a lot of 1-cost cards and then transform them into legendaries. It's not bad if you think about it. Let's say you get to the late game and you have for some reason, a ton of 1-cost cards in your deck. Then you can turn them into hopefully big legendaries. So it's not bad. It's kind of risky because there are a lot of bad legendaries, but it's not bad. But it's in your deck, not in your hand. So it's fairly risky. I mean, the body itself, 5 mana, 5/5, is pretty good, but I don't know. But Arena, this is also pretty good. Again, same deal. You have a ton of one-cost cards for some reason still in your deck. You transform them into hopefully big legendary minions. So it's not bad. I just don't know what deck this could possibly fit in. Maybe a mid-range or control Paladin, but I don't know why you would want to run a lot of 1-cost cards in your deck. So we'll see. Hidden Wisdom, Secret. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, draw 2 cards. So it's kind of the same deal with the Rat Trap for Hunter, which is 2 mana after your opponent plays 3 cards, summon a 6/6. Again, the only deck that this is gonna be good against is aggro. Drawing 2 cards for 1 mana is technically insane. Like that's just nuts. But the fact that your opponent has to play 3 cards in a single turn is very unlikely. because only aggressive decks have cheap minions that will want to play a ton of them. Every other deck will just play to their mana efficiency and just play 1 to 2 cards at a time. Very little, very not it will very infrequently play more than 3 cards or more than 2. So it's very hard to get this off. It's gonna be really bad. This will definitely not see play. You don't want to pick this in Arena either. So yeah. Ghostly Charger, 5 mana 3 for Divine Shield Rush, and it's a beast. Not bad. The fact that this is a 3/4 instead of a 4/3 makes it slightly worse, of course, but this is still pretty good. I mean, dealing 3 damage is fairly good when played at turn 5. And even then, if you have an empty board, this is a 3/4 of Divine Shield. So that's still pretty good, I want to say. So I think it's definitely fine. Both, well, especially in Arena anyways. Inconstructed, again, Inconstructed is not going to be a really good reason to run this card. Doesn't really fit in any decks right now, so there we go. Priest, Night Scale Matriarch, 7 mana, 4/9. Whenever a dragon, whenever a friendly minion is healed, summon a 3/3 whelp. So this is a friendly minion, not a friendly character. So if you heal yourself, you don't summon a 3/3 whelp. Keep that in mind. I mean, the body is pretty good. A 4/9 for 7 mana is pretty bulky, so this probably won't be dying anytime soon. Your opponent will have a really tough time dealing with this, and it could trade really well. And I'm assuming that the effect works if it heals itself, so that's pretty good. But it's pretty slow for Dragon Priest, anyways. I mean, you're a priest. You're gonna be healing your minions probably a lot, which is pretty good for Arena anyways. But Constructed, I don't know if this is good enough. It's really slow. Unless the meta for some reason slows down a ton, then yeah, this could potentially be amazing because summoning 3/3 is really strong. You get the effect if you get this effect on turn 9, you couple this with playing this and then hero powering, it's pretty worth it. But you need to really milk the value out of this card in order for it to be really good. It could see play. I think it's possible, but it's going to be pretty tough. However, I guess there are going to be some cards right here which are going to help. Anyways, Quartz Elemental, 5 mana, 5/8, can attack while damage Elemental. So this is interesting. It's a 5, so it can't attack while damage, but you're gonna be forced to hero power this a ton, so that you can attack with it. I mean, it's pretty good, I want to say, because again, you're a priest. You should be able to heal this up a ton, or at least protect it. But I don't know. I don't think an elemental priest is possible, and I just don't see how you can play this in any deck for Constructed. Even in a Silence Priest, you wouldn't really want to play this. So, yeah. Because we technically have a semi-better card, which is a 3 mana 4/8, can attack. But the fact that it's 3 mana is a lot nice and cheaper, so we can kill them 1 turn, but I don't know. And I mean, this could still be pretty good because it's pretty bulky. If your opponent keeps getting forced to attack it, and then you keep playing other minions to like kind of protect it, it's pretty good. But otherwise, kind of bad. But it's not bad. Not too bad. Divine Hymn, 2 mana, restore 6 health to all friendly characters. So it's like Circle of Healing, which you guys have probably seen in the deck that we're playing in for the combo priest. Oh yeah, speaking of the combo piece, I'm gonna make some pretty decent changes once the new expansion hits, because I played a ton of it today. I didn't win so high. I went 5 and 10, so I think there's some drastic changes I need to make the deck a lot better. And pretty cheap too. In fact, I'm probably gonna just put in some basic cards. Anyways, Circle of Healing is really good in Priest, because you can do Arcanized Selfies plus Circle and deal full damage to all minions, or you can use it to just heal everything up with Northshire Cleric. But this is the fact that because Circle of Healing is 0 mana, so that's really useful. Divine Hymn is 2 mana. That's decently expected for this type of effect. Most of your minions won't have more than 6 health, I want to say, relatively. Even if you buff them to Living Heck, you much rather use Circle of Healing because it's much more flexible. Because 0 mana is a lot more flexible. 2 mana is not as flexible. You need to actually like save this for something. So I don't know if this will see play. Probably not. And in Arena, probably pretty bad too. So, oh well. Squash Lane, 2 mana, 2/1 Echo, battle cry, restore 2 health. So, this is a 2 mana Voodoo Doctor, but it has Echo. Why does a priest want to heal more? Really? Why does a priest want to heal more? Yeah, we have some synergy with the other cards, but realistically, you're already gonna use your hero power. Your hero power is already good enough, so I don't really see a reason why you want to play Squash Link. It's really bad. I don't see a reason to want to play this in Constructed. And in Arena, I mean, if you're desperate for like a 2-drop that might be useful for healing the late game, sure, go ahead, but it's really bad. It's pretty bad, I want to say. Rogue, 3 mana 2/4, Cutthroat Buccaneer. Combo, give your weapon +1 attack and it's a pirate. So this is it's a weapon that you have equipped, and if you don't have a weapon equipped, of course, it's just a 3 mana 2/4. So I really think it's more like Naga Corsair, which is gonna rotate out. I think it's more like discard for when compared to Cutthroat Buccaneer. It's pretty good. The only problem is that you have to combo this, so you can't immediately play it and get the effect. You have to play a card first and then get the effect. So it's slightly worse in that case, but it's still not bad for a 3 mana 2/4. So both in Constructed and Arena is pretty good. This might actually be able to see play if Kingsbane Rogue is somehow still alive. Because you want weapon buffs. So this could see play in that deck because Naga Corsair and Squid Face is getting rotated out. So it's possible, but I feel like Kingsbane Rogue might just be rotating out because Cold Oracle is also being rotated out. So yeah, but it's a good card. Shaman, Shudderwalk. I hope I said that correctly. 9 mana 6/6 battle cry. Repeat all other battle cries from cards you played this game. Targets chosen randomly. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get Hearthstone. I'm gonna see if I can open up Hearthstone in the background because I'm also gonna play it as soon as I'm done recording this video. I want to search up all the battle cry minions that are gonna stay once the next expansion hits, and if there's any worthwhile battle cry minions, because there are a decent amount of battle cries, but I think a lot of them are rotating out. So I don't know if you can really rely on this as like a win condition. I mean, 9 mana 6/6 is pretty bad. Like you have like your battle cries have to be insane for this to somehow work. So I want to say in Arena this could probably be pretty good because again your battle cries are probably amazing. So I think it's not bad, but in Constructed, I don't know if there is a way you can build around this card. Go ahead. I think it's way too slow and it's such a weird win condition that I don't think it can work. But you can try by all means. Urban Might, 2 mana. Give a minion +2/+2. If it's an elemental, add a random elemental to your hand. So this is similar to a druid card that's gonna rotate, which is Mark of Yeshard. Which is give a minion +2/+2. If it's a beast, draw a card. So it's it's not bad, but Mark of Yeshard was mainly used as in like an aggro beast, aggro druid. Yeah, don't mind the noise. I'm just trying to check the battle cries. But yeah, so I don't know if you really want to play it in like a control elemental shaman or if there's gonna be some other form of elemental shaman. But anyways, let me check the battle cry for get rid of it. Hold on, let me get rid of a deck. Goodbye this, and then let's go with shaman for right now, and let's check battle cries. So let's see. Good battle cries are gonna stay. I'm also gonna check crafting in case I missed one. So Fall Deathseer. I could show my screen, I guess. Screw it. So Fall Deathseer is really good if you're gonna run this DK. The elementals, so like Halamos, Stone Sentinel, Grumble. Like I'm really trying to see. Oh, Solar Defender. Oh, that's amazing. That's an amazing battle card. That's really good. Solar the Gorgon. Elise, the Trailblazer. Bone Mare. That's about it. I really don't know. I really don't know. We'll see. I doubt Shutterwork's gonna be that good. Anyways, back to... There we go. Okay. So, back to this. Urban Might. You might draft a decent amount of elementals in your arena deck, so this could work out, but in Constructed, I don't think this will work out as well. Blazing Invocation. Discover a Battlecry minion for 1 mana. So, kind of working with Shutterwalk, it's pretty... That's amazing. Because Battlecry minions are usually very good. So, it's an amazing arena card. You definitely want to pick this. But... And I guess in Constructed, if you're gonna do the Shutterwalk deck, then Battlecry deck, then sure, go ahead by all means. Otherwise, I'm not too sure for Shaman. Anyways, Ghostlight Angler, 2 mana 2/2 Echo Murloc. If you're desperate for early game, sure. Or like late game-ish with one card, sure. Zap! 0 mana, deal 2 damage to a minion, overload 1. Wow! Shaman got a backstab, basically. Because if we look here, backstab, Fishy guys should know this already from Rogue. 0 mana, deal 2 damage to an undamaged minion. So this has, I guess, this is slightly better because because it doesn't have it can be damaged, but you do overload 1. So pretty good in arena, I want to say, because the backstab's pretty damn good. I'm pretty sure this is pretty good. I don't know about constructed though. I don't think shamans want a backstab because they already have some decent removal. They have they're gonna have like we still have lightning bolts. Jade lightning's being rotated out. We have lava burst. Actually, lava burst isn't played. I guess it's not bad. It's not bad, but I don't think this will really see much play unless again maybe backstab for shaman's pretty good. Warlock, Ratcatcher, 3 mana 2/2 rush, Battlecry, destroy a friendly minion and gain its attack and health. So there's a similar card. Void, if I can spell Void Terror, which has the same Battlecry. Oh no! This is different because this is destroy a friendly minion, so you can choose which one. Oh. Which is, I guess, slightly better. So the fact that it's Rush is pretty good. I just don't know what deck you want to play this in. Because again, you don't probably want to kill off your own minion, but this could be pretty good for arena, anyways. If you like have a strong attack and a weak health minion or something that you just traded with or something, it's pretty good. But in constructed, I don't know. I don't think you want to play this in an aggressive zoo deck because you can't hit face immediately. So it's not bad, but it's not too good. Crystal Weakness, 2 mana Echo. Give all enemy minions -2 attack until your next turn. So the interesting part is that this is until your next turn, not until the end of the turn. So they're -2 attack, and since it has Echo, you can technically, in theory, make your opponent's side of the board all 0 attack minions, so they can't attack for a whole turn, for your turn and their turn. So this could be okay if you want to stop too much aggression, but you're mainly just playing this card over and over again, so I don't think you really want to stall. Warlock isn't really much of a staller as a class, so it's not too good, but it's okay in arena, but not in constructed. Dark Possession, deal 2 damage to a friendly character, discover a demon for 1 mana. Currently there are the 3 demons that are best are Void Lord, Doomguard, and Despicable Dreadlord. You're paying a very small price. You're just dealing 2 damage, and it's not bad because you have some cards that work with dealing damage to yourself. So this is pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good in arena, anyways. In constructed, I don't see where you want to fit this card into your deck, because Q block. I mean, actually, Q block might like this because you're running Skull to Minari anyways, so you can just get out a free demon for wow. Oh wow, this could actually see play in Q block. If I am forced to make Q block, because it will probably be the best deck in the meta, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's a really good card. Phoenix Circle, 4 mana, summon 4/1/1 imps. Witchwood hit 1/1/1 stealth, definitely. Give a random friendly minion +2 health, and it's a demon. By the way, this card sucks. Unless you're desperate for something like this in arena. For like a 4 cost card. Give a random friendly minion +2 health. This is really bad. I mean, it has stealth, so you probably pretty much guaranteed to get the effect off, but even then, I don't think it's that good of an early game card. I mean, in the early game, +2 health's not bad, because you want your minions to stick. So this could be a decent 1-drop in arena, but not in constructed. You want more attack, because you probably playing Zoo. Yeah, you probably want to play Zoo with something like this. So giving +2 health isn't good in constructed. Rabid Worgen, 3 mana 3/3 rush. I mean, it's not bad. 3/3 rush. It's okay. It's average, pretty much. Okay. Oh, my bad. I haven't showed these cards yet. Sandbinder, 4 mana 2/4 battle cry, draw an elemental from your deck. So this is like Gnomish Inventor, which has the same stats, but it's just draw a card. This is draw an elemental. So this is extremely good for elemental decks, and if you drafted an elemental in arena. So you will only see this played in elemental decks, but this is a really strong card if you are running elementals. So there you go. Baleful Banker, 2 mana 2/2. Battle cry, choose a friendly minion, shuffle a copy of it into your deck. So this is a neutral minion of, what is it, Manic Soulcaster. So this card is gonna rotate out for Mage, which is the same effect. So this is neutral. So being able to put this in any class before it was just only Mage is really good, because there are definitely a lot of classes that can make use of this. Instead of Mage, which mainly just use this card in like a control deck to not play into fatigue, to not get fatigued. So yeah, this is pretty good. But in arena, it's not as good, mainly because you don't want to shuffle more cards into your deck. You typically won't have a lot of. You typically won't be going to fatigue. So, but it's pretty good value, nonetheless. Chief Inspector, 5 mana 4/6 battle cry, destroy all enemy secrets. Right? No, it's not. What the fudge is the card? Oh, my bad. It's Eater of Secrets. So, it's basically this card, but 1 more mana and it gains +2/+2. This was used mainly as a tech card to deal with classes that have secrets, which are currently Rogue, Mage, Hunter, and Paladin. Currently, I use this card in against Secret Mage because those secrets are annoying as heck and like destroying them is really good. Um, so the fact that this is a 5 mana 4/6 makes it slightly better, mainly because if you before either secrets when you played it, typically it would just be a 2/4 if you're playing against a class that doesn't run secrets. So it would suck. You don't want to play a 4 mana 2/4 with no effect. But since this is a 5 mana 4/6, you're guaranteed to get a good minion. So this is really good. It is slightly more expensive. Um, so it's not as flexible, but you don't have to worry about playing a bad minion. So that's pretty good. Life Drinker, 4 mana, do battle cry. Deal damage to the enemy hero, restore 3 health to your hero. It's pretty bad. There's no reason. You don't want to. It's pretty bad. I have really no clue how to say it. This card sucks. I mean, for Arena, if you want to format 3/3, go ahead. But it's pretty bad. There's really no deck in Constructed you want to play this either. Night Prowler, Battle Cry. If this is the only minion in the battlefield, gain +3/+3. This card kind of reminds me of Eerie Statue, which is currently a wild card, which is 4 mana 7/7, can attack unless the only minion in the battlefield. So, best case scenario, yes, you get a 4 mana 6/6. Worst case, it's just a 4 mana 3/3, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine. You don't want to play 4 mana 3/3. You rather than pick Life Drinker, for God's sake, because this effect at least does something. So the battle cry is really hard to get off because you have to have no board and your opponent also has no board. So in Arena, this is pretty hard to do. In decent amount of cases. And no reason you want to play this in Constructed. Mad Hatter, 4 mana 3/2 battle cry. Randomly toss 3 hats to other minions. Each hat gives +1/+1. I'm gonna try to go a little faster because it's been almost 40 minutes and we're getting some pretty bad cards coming in. So I can easily just skip them because they're pretty bad. This is interesting. The fact that it randomly buffs minions. It's risky as heck. It's almost like Mad Bomber. If we go check out the name, Mad Bomber. So it's like a reverse Mad Bomber for 4 mana. So I don't think it's that good. Especially if your opponent has a much bigger board than you, then you definitely don't want to play this. Yeah, if your board is bigger, then sure, go ahead. Get 3 +1/+1 buffs, but otherwise it's not that good. Unless you really get the best case scenario and you get 3 buffs on your side, but it's really bad. Alright, here we go. Let's get into some trash cards. 8 mana, 8 Range Doctor, Death Rattle, Restore. Wait, it's a Death Rattle? Oh. That was a Battle Cry. Death Rattle, restore 8 health to your hero. I mean, as an 8 mana 8/8, so Arena is pretty good. Death Rattle is just a okay Death Rattle. bonus. But in constructed, you don't want to play this. It's way too slow. And the fact that it's Death Rattle means it's gonna be kind of hard to kill us off because it's an eight health creature. Your opponent will definitely have to deal with it, but what's the point? Because this doesn't work in any deck. Cauldron Elemental, 8-mana 7/7. You are elementals at +2 attack. Bad. You're probably your most elemental decks right now are control. No aggressive elemental decks. So doesn't work in constructed and in arena, it's mainly an 8-mana 7/7. Which could be okay. Dark Maya Moonkin, 7-mana 2/8, spell damage, +2. 2/8 stats suck. Spell damage +2 sucks at turn 7. Moving on. Wormguard, 7-mana 3/11, battle cry. If you're holding a dragon, gain +1 attack and taunt. Probably won't see you play in Dragon Priest. And in Arena, not too many dragons. Yeah, best case is really good, but again, you probably won't have as many dragons. Furious Eaton, 7-mana 5/9 taunt. So this is like Gem Studded Golem, but for 1 mana you give it the bad effect, if I can spell. Gem Studded Golem. So so it's like this, but you lose the text can only attack if you have 5 or more armor, but it costs 1 more mana. It's not bad for arena. We're losing some big taunts, so sure. Unpowered Steambot. Fellsong Inquisitor. Marsh Drake. A 3-mana 5/4 battle cry. Summon a 2/1 poisonous Drake Slayer for your opponent. You have to kill the 2/1 poisonous Drake Slayer. Because otherwise you're playing 3-mana nothing. And you're giving your opponent a poisonous minion. Which means if you have only a big board, you have to kill it off. Or they get a free trade on one of your big minions. So unless you're playing Rogue, Mage, or Druid, you might have a harder time dealing with the 2/1 poisonous. It's pretty bad. Hench Clan Thug. 3-mana 3/3. Oh dear. After hero attacks, give this minion +1/+1. Pretty good in arena. Or at least for any class that has a weapon. Well, technically I'm sorry. Technically all classes have a weapon, but weapons that can attack. So this is like Grave Shambler. If I can spell, for God's sake. Grave Shambler, which is 4-mana 4/4. Whenever your weapon is destroyed, gain +1/+1. So it's kind of like that, but better because it's only after hero attacks. So you can definitely get the buff a lot more instead of when getting your weapon destroyed. So this is really good for an arena card. Because at worst case, it's a 3-mana 3/3, which is pretty good. Walnut Spike, 3-mana 3/3 Echo. Tanger for Mystic, 3-mana 2/4 Battle Cry. Add a random 2 cost minion to each player's hand. So it's a 3-mana 3/4, which is really good stats. But the thing is, you're adding a random 2 cost minion to both your hand and your opponent's hand. Which could be an okay downside because there's not many good 2-cost minions that could destroy you. And so, yeah, I think this is pretty good for arena. worst comes to worst, you still have a 3/4 even if you don't have a good 2-drop. So it's pretty good. Lost Spirit, 2 mana 1/1 death rattle, give you minions +1 attack. Vicious Scale High, 2 mana 1/3 lifesteal rush. Swamp Dragon Egg, 1 mana 0/3 death rattle, add a random dragon to your hand. And Swamp Leech, 1 mana 2/1 lifesteal. I'm a really quick go over to the Witchwood guide. This, from first thoughts, like first impressions of this expansion, it is really disappointing. We have a decent amount of good cards, so it's not the worst expansion ever, but it's pretty. I want to say it's pretty close.
Smart water inspired by.
God, that scared me. It's pretty close because it's just a lot of these cards. I just don't know how you're gonna fit them in the deck. Like realistically, what deck could you possibly have that could work? Also, I might have just realized Gloomsnag is actually a really bad card because if your deck has only odd cards, you can basically only win one copy of it because this is an odd cost card. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm stupid. I read that as even. I'm going blind. I swear. I'm sorry. My bad. Pretend what I just said didn't exist. It never happened. It's pretty underwhelming. Like Hand Druid. No. Poisonous Control Hunter. No. Minion Straw Mage. Secret Mage is still gonna be pretty good, but I have no clue about Paladin. Priest. It's really all over the place. Thief Rogue. Control Shaman. Battlecry Shaman. Warlock is still gonna be Q-Block. Rush Warrior. Neutral commons suck. Except for Watson Applebaum. I think Watson Applebaum is probably the best neutral common. Which could definitely see play. Witchwood Piper is probably the best. Like, probably best in terms of like overall being able to see play. Not just like some tech card or something, because the effect is really good. Like it's definitely flexible in like any deck, so it's really good. Witchwood Grizzly and Chief Inspector are both also pretty good. Chief Inspector has like a tech card for a control deck. It's pretty good. Witchwood Grizzly is a pretty good, also pretty good control card because or at least an anti-aggro card. So this could be pretty good. Epics. Baleful Bankers, pretty nice. Sandbinder is really good for any elemental deck. You have to run that card pretty much. Legendaries, Baku, Countess, and Gen are pretty good. Baku's probably the better one, but it really just depends on the class. I think definitely Gen can is hopefully also really good. Like I don't know if upgrading hero power is better than a one cost hero power, but we'll see. And Countess could potentially be really good. However, the problem is that Countess is too the the cards you draw from it is a little bit weird because you're not gonna really run these combos. So I don't know. I'm like really the most excited about this expansion is using Baku and Gen. So I'm gonna hopefully try to. I'm hoping that I get those two legendaries from packs, and if not, I'm gonna probably craft them because in theory it unlocks 16 different decks, which is nuts. But I don't know. I think the meta's gonna be strictly two decks, which is I mean people are gonna experiment. Okay, so here's the thing. Whenever a new expansion hits, people are gonna experiment like living hell. Like every deck is gonna be so jank and weird and like not optimal that if you play a tier 1 deck, you can easily hit legend probably. Granted, if you have all the cards and stuff. But those two and really two decks I see that are gonna be the best are Secret Mage and Q Block. Q Block is only losing 2 cards. Or technically 1 card, but they run 2 copies of it. So they're losing 1 card. And Secret Mage, they are losing a decent amount of cards, but they do have Arcane Keysmith. So I think I really want to try Arcane Keysmith in Secret Mage. I think it's a pretty damn good card, and I think it will definitely be able to see play for Secret Mage. I think the body, even though it seems weak, it's amazing. The battle cry is amazing. So yeah, we'll definitely have to see. I'm a little bit worried about this expansion. I'm gonna be able to open 50 packs, which I will probably try to record once the expansion hits this coming Thursday. But other than that, I am extremely, extremely worried about this expansion because, like, it's pretty underwhelming. There's not too many cards that you can say for sure are amazing. But then again, I could very well be wrong. I could very well be wrong. And I could potentially be looking over some amazing minions. But otherwise, pretty bad. But again, let's see. I'm hoping that I'm just too negative and that secretly there are some amazing cards in this expansion, but we'll have to see. That's really all I'm going to say. We will have to see when the actual expansion comes out. Anyways, that's my review of all the last cards. I'm not going to do another video of like doing a quick review of saying good, bad, good, bad, good, bad of all the cards. Like in total. So that's a lot of cards. And I've technically already done a review of all of them, so Technically, there are some better synergies. Not that we've seen everything, but I don't think it's that good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Um, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.